Lil Valdez on the beat. Yo.
Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
No, say less.
Say less.
Hey, say less guys, it's your boy Valdez back in another video, and today we're doing something that should have been done like a while ago. Bro, this was supposed to be either 2K special or 1K something. It was supposed to be a lot of other Ks before this K, okay? Oh, okay, K, a lot of Ks, not racist though. But we'll probably get into it. Essentially what I'm going to do here is just kind of give you guys a summary of what led up to me pursuing YouTube, essentially. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of details about my life that I'm not ready to share or may not seem important to my journey right now, or I just may forget. So sorry if it's not like a freaking James Bond movie or stuff, because cool stuff has happened in my life, but this is what I feel like is necessary for me to share at this point in time. So hope you guys can watch, and hope you guys can get a better grasp of who you guys been watching for the past year, and so hope you guys can relate more. So yeah, not much more to say. Sit back, hope you enjoyed the video, love you guys, and yeah. So the story all begins on March 9th, 1998. A little baby was born, and that baby was me. I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I didn't know how to spell Springfield. All right. I know it doesn't look right, but you would assume Field would be spelled F-I-L, like something like that. I know that's not right, but you would assume, right? So I was like, okay, so maybe it's F-L-I. No, that's not right either. So I'm not ashamed to admit this. I had to look it up. All right, forgive me. But yeah, I got it right. And I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and we're off to a great start, aren't we? Alright, so yeah, I was born the youngest of 5, the baby of the family. My older brother is colored in because he's like really dark. I used to make a joke about him like that, but it's all jokes, still love him. But yeah, only youngest of 5, 1 sister, 1 girl out of 5 boys. And yeah, me being a baby, I used to get all the sibling like picked on and stuff, because they used to say I used to get in my way because I was a baby, which may be true. I'm not admitting it, but it might be true, you know, maybe. It is true. Alright, but I mean, it's how it went. But yeah, so growing up, I was the baby, the little annoying little sibling, and I used to play that role really well. But yeah, life as a baby was cool. I mean, I was a baby, so I can't remember most of it, but I seen pictures and videos and stuff, and I was a baby. Like, you know, I crapped in my diaper, they had to clean it. So life as a baby was cool. We went to Disney World when I was like a baby. I didn't remember, but yeah, from what I seen, life as a baby was all right. When I got to the age of 5, my parents, mostly my dad, decided to move back to Pennsylvania, because he's from Pennsylvania. My mom's from Springfield. Yeah, but decided to move back to Pennsylvania because he was getting kind of lonely and homesick. So we all decided to move, and that's essentially where I stayed the rest of my life. For the most part, just PA. I'll always come back and travel and stuff, but yeah. It was kind of a culture shock moving from Massachusetts to Pennsylvania, because in Massachusetts there's a lot of highways, but there's like parks and a lot of roads where you can bike. What the heck? I'm sorry. You can like bike and all that stuff. And also I didn't get to see my mom's side of the family no more. Well, you know, not as often. I got to see him, of course, like when we went back and all that stuff, but I didn't get to see him as often every day, so it was kind of hard. But I got used to it, and I got accustomed to my dad's side of the family, and yeah, I got used to it. So, but then sometime later, 1 year, we went back to Massachusetts, just me, my mom, and I think my brother. We just went back to Massachusetts for 1 year, and we went to school there and all that stuff. And it was really like, I don't know if it's just nostalgia, but it was really like the best time, one of the best times of my life, you know. I had a bunch of friends. School was fun. You know, I had the girlies on me, you know, because I was really mad cute and all that stuff. And yeah, it was just really a good time in my life. We used to all get off the bus, walk down this long street with beautiful trees, with my friends, and walk back, and then we go to my grandma's house, and she used to always have these fruit roll-ups. It was just a good time. And yeah, there also was this girl every day. I used to always be asleep on the bus. I don't know why, but I was always tired. Always tired. I'm sleep coming to school and sleeping going off school. But there was this girl who used to always make sure I get up. She always used to wake me up. My brother wouldn't sit next to me because he would be like in the back with his cool friends or something like that. Forget him anyway. It's like nah. But yeah, there's always this girl who used to always check up on me, make sure I wake up. Wake up and make sure I'm on time for everything. And if I miss school, she'd be like, Valdez, where's Valdez? So yeah, it was pretty cool to have people around you like that. So it was good times in Massachusetts. Yeah, but then I had to leave and go back to PA. I know so far it sounds like a sad story, which I understand if it's interpreted that way, but I mean, it's life, you know. Sometimes you look back on some things with regret, but you know, I made the best of it, and yeah. So yeah, after that one little good godly year in Springfield, we moved back to PA, and essentially that's where I stayed the rest of my life. I noticed that I've been drawing a plane. We don't fly from Massachusetts to Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania to Massachusetts. We actually drive. It's an 8-hour drive. So 8-hour drive with 7 people. My parents being 2 and then 5 of all the kids. And I'm the baby, and I'm sitting in the middle essentially, so no room to even lay down. It just wasn't a good time. I kid, it was actually fun on the road trips, but you know, I wish I could have got a window seat once in a while. But they was ruthless. But yeah, I'm leaving out a lot of details, but everything was basically cool. One thing that was really key important in my life was my cousin from my dad's side. You know, as I said, in Massachusetts I had like my mom's family. I was always like, the whole side of the family was cool. When I moved down here, I was cool with a lot of people, but there was one person that was like my cousin, and he was like my best friend. We used to always chill everywhere. It was like inseparable, you know, always sleep over each other's houses and stuff like that. It really was my friend, you know. It helped me, you know. Friends are always important, and especially when your family is crazy. But then there was this one night I was over his house, and I called my brother. For some reason, I don't know why, I just called something like that, see what's going on and all that stuff. And it comes to find out that they was having a party at the house, you know. And I was like, a party? I want to come, you know. Me being like, how I was super young, and they was having like a grown-up party, which they wasn't supposed to have in my house. And eventually they got in trouble, but that's another story. But yeah, they're having a party, and it sounded really fun. But I wanted to come. I was making a fit over it. I was getting upset, and my cousin was trying to calm me down, you know, and I was just like crying because I wanted to be there. I wanted to have fun and all that stuff. And after that, I kind of like distanced myself from my cousin because I didn't want to miss out on. Well, actually, I was part of it was me being embarrassed of being crying and being upset over it and all that stuff. I didn't want to, like, I don't know. I thought I'd be awkward maybe or something like that, but yeah, I kind of distanced myself from him, and relationship never covered. Like, relationship never covered. It don't. So that's the kind of key impact. Wonder how life would have been. So I kind of like lost like my best friend right there over really nonsense essentially. But yeah, yeah, I know, sad stories so far. Huh? I don't know. Stuff will get better, man. Stuff will get better. Yeah, so after that I was like kind of lonely, you know. I didn't really have anybody, but this is where school comes in play. In school I was really cool. Rhyme, right? Like that. In school I was really cool. I wouldn't say like I was like everybody gave me their lunch money and like, you know, all the girls would give me their numbers and such and such. But I was just like, I was a cool guy. I had a decent amount of friends, and I didn't mind coming to school. It was always a fun time and such and such. So that was a big part. That was a big part. I don't know what I would have been without like having good days in school and stuff like that. So yeah, basically everything was cool for a good bit, you know. But you know me, my life story has to take like a wrong turn. So yeah, here we go. Here comes high school, man. High school, as everybody says, is really important, and that is not an understatement. I mean, wait, that is not an overstatement. That's an understatement. It is super important. High school was, yeah. Teachers always used to warn me about the classwork and homework and all that stuff, which it was alright, but it wasn't really hard. But the thing I'm talking about is the social life, and high school was really big. I don't know. It kind of made people become their real selves, or what they would hope they would be, and it kind of changed a lot of people that I knew my whole life. So it kind of was like shell shock don't know how to explain it, but yeah, a lot of people changed, and mostly because of popularity, social media. They wanted to be the most popular. They wanted to get the chicks. They wanted to fit in with the cool kids. Like as I said, me as a kid, like I was never like I was cool in my group, but I was never like the cool kid, quote unquote, the like cool kids. You know what I mean? Like with the sneakers and da da da. I don't know how to explain it, but I was like, I don't know. So yeah, a lot of my friends changed to try to fit into that mantra, the cool kid, the popular, the da 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 da. And me, I didn't really care about the social aspect. I didn't see the point. Like there was some times where I would lose myself and try to probably fit into the scheme, but I didn't see the point in it. But yeah, a lot of my friends kind of turn their backs whenever they think it would give them advantage to do and all that stuff, and it's really rough, especially, I don't know, it's just really rough. I wasn't like a loser. I'm sorry, this is an edit point. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't like a freaking, I wasn't like, loser essentially. Not to say that if you sit by yourself you're a loser. I'm saying like I had like people. I wasn't like just walking around getting like yeah. I was pretty cool. It's just from my perspective, this is me saying how I felt essentially, and yeah. Key thing that kind of helped me in my loneliness was my brother, actually. I used to always come home to him. We play video games, do such and such, basketball. We have fun times, just laugh. He's like an older version of me, essentially. So we have good times. But him being older, he would go do things, get a girl, go play with older friends. So eventually, I asked to play video games, and he just wasn't an option to play video games with no more, And yeah, that's how it was. Rough. But that kind of made me realize like I gotta be independent. I can't depend on people. So that was like the final straw, I kind of had to look for myself for entertainment and to be on myself. So all right. So if you guys are wondering, it's like, dang, Valdez, you basically been on your own, huh? What you been saying? Nothing but sad times. How did you make it? You had to have someone to lean on. And it's true. One big person was my mom. She was like like Superman, Superwoman, feminine, like Superwoman for me. She really supported like anything I did. Really was just a helping hand and just the right type of parenting to do to help me and motivate me and all that stuff, because the amount of sacrifices and the amount of stuff she did for me is uncountable. Yeah, so a big part was my mom. She was really loving and supporting, and she got me through rough times. Another part is my girlfriend. The girlfriend I got now. I kind of met her towards the end of high school. Got together like kind of like the end of my high school career. And she's just really wonderful. She's like my best friend. As you know, I don't really have that many people to talk to and all that stuff, but I talk to her every day. And it's just been awesome. Just been lovely. She helps, she supports, she does her own thing. She's going to college and all that stuff. And we've been together for 3 years now, and it's just we obviously had our rough times, but it honestly still feels like the first time I met her. So she definitely helped me get through rough times too. So, but if we break up, none of this happened. But yeah, no, for real, she's been great. So them two are really big keys to my life, and I'm grateful for them. All right, so a little dab back into that's cringy. Not the dab like dance music. Like, all right, let's just travel back to my past. Give you a little insight on my mindset growing up. I always wanted to be famous. I actually had a saying when I was younger. It's like, by the time I'm 18, I'm gonna be famous or something like that. Didn't happen, kind of, but whatever. I was either gonna be from rapping or basketball, but given my height, basketball was cut as an option. I was really good at basketball, but I'm just short to like a basketball standard. So yeah, I always thought I was good at raps, So I actually uploaded a video on a lot of years back. Uploaded a video, New Slaves. It was remixed to Kanye West songs, New Slaves, and it actually got a lot of views. It actually got a lot of views. A lot of my family would say, "Oh wow, da da da." Friends would see it and like, "That's dope." Da da da. Fake love for. But yeah, I got a lot of views, and that kind of gave me inspiration to keep trying. You know, keep going out there and actually show me like things are possible. Things are possible. So I kept at it and uploaded another video and get like no views, get like 1 view, get like 2, get like 3, 5. It was looking really sad and very bleak for me, if you may. After that kind of gave up on it and just accepted real life facts and went got a job and all that stuff. This wasn't really back to back, but it's skipping months. Like that kind of diminished my hopes and just made me face reality and just get a job. And because I couldn't pay for anything, you know, equipment, so made me get a job, and it wasn't a good time. I used to work at Home Depot. I was a cart boy for a while. Really sad times in my life. Really sad times. It wasn't fun. People at the job wasn't really nice, and it just wasn't good. But I always knew I was destined to do something, you know, better than being a cart boy. So it just wasn't good times. After a while, seeing this, I was like, this isn't me. This is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be a freaking cart boy or do anything. I didn't want to do a desk job my whole life or something like that. I always just reminded my child self. It was like, you wanted to be a YouTube star, you wanted to do something, you want to be famous, you want to do something like that. After the years of just burying it and accepting facts, I saved up enough money and just went out there my kind of dream and just bought a camera and see what I can do, you know. I was always told that I was a funny guy. When I first got the camera, my idea was to make a couples page with me and my girlfriend. We were gonna make a couple channel. I seen that they were like blowing up, and people really love couples and all that romantic stuff and all. Nothing's wrong with it. At the time that was the easy way to go, and I was like, okay, well that's gonna surefire blow up, right? But my girlfriend wasn't really all on board with it. Not to fault her or anything. It's just she wasn't really the internet type of person and all that stuff, and it fell through pretty quick. So I was just left with a camera for a long part of the time. Then after a while, I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop relying on other people. I'm gonna stop hoping to get some like a shoulder to lean on. I'm gonna just do it myself and stop worrying about what other people think. Originally, so I went back to the channel that I originally had, and the channel that I originally had was a channel that I used to have for uploading gaming highlights and just keep them there for storage. Maybe they'll blow up, but mostly it's for me to come back and check on them later. Yeah, so I originally took that channel and just started doing me, you know. After a while, I was like, why not upload reactions? Because, you know, a big barricade or stoppage for me was fear of public judgment, essentially, of what people would see if they see me having videos online. They'll try to kind of clown me or something. Wouldn't be supportive, which they aren't still, but I just don't care no more. So yeah, so I uploaded my first reaction, and it was to like a KSI rap, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know my first video was a Fortnite. That was just like a highlight clip, as I said. Channel was supposed to be like for gaming highlights and all that crap, but my first reaction video was like a KSI rap and something like that, and it got like a lot of views and a lot of comments. For me, like it was really insane. Like I was like, yo, I'm freaking more famous than Justin Bieber or something like that. But yeah. So it kind of felt good to have people pay attention to you. You know, I'm not usually the person who wants to be the center of attention, but like I'm usually the person who helps people and try to help people grow and all that stuff. But like when it's my turn to want to do something, I usually don't have that kind of backing. So to have these people comment saying, "Oh, great work, keep up the work," da 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 da, like it felt really amazing. It's like it's like a feeling I haven't felt in so long. You know, with my whole past, well, people abandoning and being a loner and stuff like that. So it just felt like refreshing, you know. hundreds of videos later, here I am, the guy Valdez Say Less, with 4K subs, with people from around the world giving me love, from Germany, England, Texas, Australia, you know, just there's a lot of places giving me love, you know. And it's kind of ironic how I couldn't find love in these small cities that I've been living in, but I've got a outpour of support from people around the world. It's kind of like a freaking movie, you know. I don't mean to sound cheesy, but it's just like a freaking movie, you know. A guy who kind of had to leave people behind and been left behind and didn't have no one around, and suddenly got people around the world who, like, I don't know. It's pretty warm and special to me. I don't know. I don't want to get mushy and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. I just want to say, thank you guys. Thank you for being here and supporting me all this way, all this long. I don't know where I would have been without you guys. There's been dark times where the positive comments have reinforced and helped me out and such and such. And I just want to say appreciate it so much. I'm not gonna get too cheesy on you guys, but I just want to say you guys do mean a lot to me. Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's like a rough draft. That's like a little summary, little skim through my life, kind of all some important parts of kind of who I am and what led me down this path, and why YouTube, or just why you guys mean so much to me. And yeah, so I just want to say I'm gonna keep trying to be my best. I don't take this stuff for granted. I'm humble, and I love you guys. And yeah. Yeah, but not to hold you guys up anymore. I just want to say love you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you know a little bit more about me. Hope you can relate to some things. Hope you can connect, and hope you can learn from my journey. And that's it. But it's been your boy Valdez. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love you guys, and I'm out.